What's going on, everybody? All right, so last one, discovering your purpose. The last step, the very last one. What would you do every day if you didn't get paid? Right? If you weren't going to get paid, right? You didn't worry about compensation, but you could do whatever you wanted to do and everything would be already provided for. You wouldn't have to worry about bills, all that stuff. And you could do it every single day. What would you do if you weren't worried about compensation? What would you do? Now, some people, right, said, well, I do nothing. I don't know if you ever remember the old movie, Office Space, right? Where he was just like, I would do nothing if I could do something the same thing every day without worry about pay. I would do nothing. I'm not talking about that. But you're like, man, if money was not no problem, there was no issue with money whatsoever, bills are paid for, life is paid for, you're living, you're eating good, everybody's taken care of. And then it's like, you can do this every single day. What is it that you would do? Really? What is it? What is those things as when you were a kid you dreamed of doing in your life? Right? Some people could have been an astronaut. Some people could have been a doctor. Some people could have been a sheriff. Right? Some people could have been a musician or athlete or whatever. And you were called to do those. Because, hey, there's other people that have been able to get there. And if they have been able to get there, you can get there. Because those desires that you had as a little kid that you dreamed of, those are not just where people say childish dreams. Put those to the side. Grow up. No, those dreams were right there to show you and give you some pointers, right? Say, hey, look at this. Think of this. This is what you're supposed to do for the rest of your life. Add value every day to people's lives in this area, in this realm, in this world. Add value to people's lives. Show them exactly why you live the way you live, why you believe the way you believe, why you're so disciplined. I heard Miles Monroe say earlier, right? The more discipline you have, the more freedom you gain. Think about that. The more disciplined you are, the more freedom you gain. We all want freedom. That's what we truly strive for. We want freedom. We want freedom to do what we want to do. Not end up I just want to do whatever I want to do on party. No. I want to be able to live every day. Hey, house paid for, cars paid for, family eating good, children eating good, children getting saved up for college. Hey, we're provided for, no worries whatsoever. And I'm getting to focus on what I've called to do, and I get to do that every day. What is it that you want to do? You had a dream as a child, and maybe you were told to squash that dream, or it was never possible for you. You could never obtain it. And you believed it, and you internalized it, and you were like, okay, I'll put that to the side. Let me go get an education, or let me go do this, right? And we put it and misplaced it, and we said, okay, once I finish this, then I'll know who I am. Then I'll know what I'm put here to do. And then we get it, we graduate, or we get the degree, or we get the great job, or we get the great husband, or wife, or child, or job, I don't know. There's so many different things, and we think once I get that, I'll find out who I am. And it didn't come. You got it, but it didn't come. And now you don't know what to do next. And you're like, what really is my purpose? What am I really here for? Why do I wake up every single day when there's people who don't wake up? There's people who do not wake up. Why are you still here? Why do you still get breath every morning? We take that for granted. We really do take it for granted. The odds of you being alive every single day is so huge. Like, it's so big. We don't really understand. We don't understand the odds and just how we break odds to be alive every day and to be born where we are and live whatever. It gets so deep. And so we start living life, and we squash those dreams, and we squash what we think we were called to do, something that we would want to do with the rest of our lives that we would never want to stop doing, and we couldn't stop until they put us in the grave. We squash those. We told they're impossible, and we get somebody else's dream. We live somebody else's opportunity, and it doesn't take us to what we want to do. And then we don't know how to fix it. We don't know where to go. So what would you do if money was not an issue? What would you do? Why would you get out of bed if money was not an issue? You didn't have to go work just to survive. Money was not an issue. What would you do? Think about that. Get deep with it. Don't just gloss over it. Don't say some PC like, oh, this is, some dumb answer that's not the truth. Be honest. Be honest. Real quickly. So I got this idea that I'm trying to build, right? And I'm gonna build it. And so I've been praying on it, and I've been really trying to focus and see, like, okay, who should I contact? Because I got a number in my head of something I want to get before I launch this idea. And one of the guys that I went to high school with, he came to mind. And so I just, message him when you get a chance. Hey, text me. I got an idea I want to run past you. I'll take 10 minutes every time. I know you're busy. I know you got a lot going on. You got a family and all that. All right, it's been years since I've talked to him. I haven't seen him in years. He calls me about like 30, 45 minutes later. We just chatting. I'm like, all right, I don't want to waste your time. Let me tell you this idea. Let me tell you what you think. I ask you what you think. Give me some advice, man. I haven't seen you in years, but I know you know what you're talking about. I want another perspective. Challenge me on this. And we chatted, and I told him, and he was like, oh, it was an amazing conversation. An amazing conversation. And it's going to build a relationship that's going to last way past this. Just even doing the idea, this is going to be the start of something, a relationship between me and him, and I haven't seen him in years. But there's people out there just waiting to be contacted. You might know them, you might not know them, but they're willing to be contacted and to help you and to they will help you get it because they can hear it in you. They know it's something that you've dreamed of. That's where when you dream of something, you get passion for it. You get desire. You will go for it. You will. And when you start seeing it come, you just strive even harder. So I was talking to him, and the thing he said that just stuck up in my mind, he was like, dude, I hear your heart. I know this is something that you really feel passionate about and that you really, really know will help people and add value to people's lives. He was like, I'm on. What you need, let me know. Let's keep it going. Right? But if people can't feel your heart, if they can't feel your heart, if they don't feel like you have that desire for it, then they don't get the desire for it. They don't. Because they feed off your energy. So what did you dream of doing if you didn't have to worry about money? I'll get back to it because I'm about to finish this. Think about this. Think about it, please. Work these steps because they will work. Give it 30, 60 days, 90 days. What do you got to lose? God bless. Message me. I'm here for you. Let me help. Let me add value. Anything I can do to help, let me know. Have a great night. Be safe. Hug somebody. Add value to one person's life.